a cell phone repair company out of our what was it? Our
It's the laundry room.
laundry room.
It was the laundry room.
Clients come over to the house and stuff. But anyways, and then Jared obviously knows who you are, Antonio. I've told him a lot about you and told him that, you know, we started working together and that you've been assisting me and helping me get my feet up on the ground here. So I'm glad that you all have an opportunity to meet each other, because Jared's someone who anytime I call him, he's like, are you doing this yet? Are you doing this yet? Let's get this going. And it's just like, okay.
I'm a guy, Antonio, I'll give you a quick synopsis I would do for everybody else. I've been startup entrepreneurship for about 15 years, 7 companies in, countless others that have come along the way that I've either advised for or I've joined the board on. I've gone through a couple of the incubators, one in California, one through here in Phoenix. My recent company is now into an intellectual property dispute. So fork out the lawyer dough. And what I did on my free time, because we don't know how long this is going to take, is that I started a consulting business. So what I do is I just come and I help people like David. And I go, this is what I did right. This is what I did wrong. And here you go. David gets to use all my consulting and all my information for free. So lucky him.
Yeah, that's how it works. That's a great way to start off. And that's always a good, you know, David seems to attract discounted and free things.
He's smart man. Smart. Actually, funny though is that he didn't ask me for a discount. I said, hey David, I want you to be successful. So let me tell you some of the things I did right and some of the things I did wrong. And what I'm offering him and why I wanted to be on the call is that I do pretty much all things web-based. IT is my bread and butter, SaaS products in particular, and web marketing. That's how I was successful with the previous businesses. And the areas that I was unsuccessful at, obviously, was in SaaS, because that's what I did. So what I'm listening into is that I need more information. David wants me to go out and build him a badass website, and that's all good to write on a piece of paper, but I don't know what the hell that means. You know, what do you want to look like? What are you selling? Who are you selling it to? Where are you selling it? How big is your website? I see that you've got hour-long videos. That's pretty expensive to host on the cloud. What are you doing with those? Random things like that, and that'll help me get a baseline for him so that we can get the face of his business up and running as soon as possible. At least get 5 or 6 pages up for him in the next couple of weeks. That way, you know, he's got a blog page that he can start. So he's got these videos up. He can start promoting through his blog and through his various social media channels, or wherever the hell you're doing it, David. That's up to you.
Yeah, that's great, solid information. I'm going to ask you a lot of questions here in a second. But, yeah, you definitely sound like a well-qualified person. You actually kind of sound like me a little bit. I do appreciate that. The only thing we're missing, because we're twins apparently, is you got the ponytail. I don't have the ponytail.
Like that. It's not supposed to be a ponytail. Hold on a minute, sir. My girlfriend likes the long hair. I'm not particularly a big fan of it, but I have learned in my life that the more things I do to make her happy, the happier I am.
Well, sir, you're going to make a lot of money having that kind of
yeah, so if she wants a ponytail, I'm sporting it.
That's it. That's it, man. That's it. That is exactly how it works. You are a millionaire in the making. That is for sure. Definitely. Yeah, this freaking David guy, man, he got a $30,000 course from me for pennies. You know, this guy, he's a walking discount, you know?
but you watch. I've known him for 8 years. You'll get it back tenfold.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I know I have.
But you definitely want to be in business with a walking discount. So when you roll up to Apple and you get a corporate contract with them, they're like, hey, you know what? Let me just give this to you for free, you know, things like that.
That's right. See, there's a secret motive there, David. I'm waiting to take you places so we can get that.
There it is. There it is. This is wisdom again. This guy's on his way. That's for sure.
All right, David, fire us off.
Are you ready to? Yeah, you're going to start this recording thing?
Yeah, it's already recorded.
Oh, okay.
Listen, I never know what we're talking about doing this here. All I know is I have every intentions on giving you – I'm going to try to make you a millionaire as fast as possible. So I'm going to give you whatever I say, write it down because that is there you go. That is the plan. The plan is for me to give you practical and tangible advice that you can start making money immediately. That's the plan. Okay?
Like that.
Yeah. All right, let's roll. Let's see what we're talking about.
Yeah, so one of the first things that we've been talking about, something that, you know, I heard Serena Brown Travis talking about, Jared's been pushing on me a bit, is the idea of doing this blog, this website. Now, I'll have to at some point show you Jared's most recent website. I mean, I look at a lot of people's websites in the industry, a lot of people that are doing this. And when I look at Jared's website, I'm like, I want my website to look like Jared's website because he's just been doing it for so long and he's so good at it that like the last time he sent me one of his websites that he built in a couple days, I was like, dude, I can't believe that you make this. So
thanks for the puffery, David. I appreciate
so
that.
Antonio, would you say, because I'm on today's day 27 actually of the 30 days. So on Wednesday, I will have completed 30 days. And at that point, I'll start soliciting you for more ideas. But would you say at this point in time, it's a good idea to start creating an actual website?
Well, yes, of course. It's a good idea to create an actual website. There's a caveat there I'm going to get to.
Okay.
Did you explain to Jared while I put you on the 30-day thing? Because he's right. Our videos is a lot expensive for the cloud, but that's not why we're using it. Did you explain to him why you're doing it?
I mean, I told him a little bit about, that you gave me this challenge and that, you explained a little bit how maybe down the line we can have these videos that I make be edited and turn them into, either trainings or things that we can market as training packages. And also there's obviously the important part of getting the training myself and of building myself as a speaker and getting comfortable in front of the camera.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair
That's
enough.
kind of as much as I explained it.
In 3 days, you're going to have a 30-hour product on leadership. 30 hours. That's why I had him do it, Jared. He didn't have a product. I challenged a room full of, I think it was standing room only, to be honest with you. I challenged a room full of people, and he was the only person to accept the challenge. And I told him, I've challenged people. I've done this many a times, many a keynotes, many a times I've challenged people. Nobody's ever freaking taken a challenge. He would be the only person to ever do so. The challenge was simply this. What are you passionate about? He said leadership. And I said, well, great. I want you to take 1 hour every day, back to back consecutively, no matter what's going on. And I want you to go after leadership and just pick different topics. I say, even if you have Google leadership and all these different things, do whatever you got to do and go after it. Now he's done that, at least 27 days. Now you're not winning yet until you finish 30.
Oh yeah.
Okay. No celebrating until it's 30. Then you get to celebrate for maybe an hour and then it's back to work. Okay.
Yep, absolutely.
And there it is. But now, Jared, he's going to have a 30-hour product in leadership that you're going to have to market.
Got it.
In this case, I mean, you can use the cloud, very expensive if you do that, but you don't have to. What you're going to do, well, by me saying you don't have to, that means it's not the only option. Here's we go. Here's some few options that you can do with your 30-hour product. So start writing this down. You can most certainly put it on YouTube should you choose to do so. As a matter of fact, this recording of me being a freaking millionaire, teaching you how to be a mayor will go on YouTube, right? Or you can not put it on, you can put it on YouTube and also when I say or, I mean and or, okay? Mm-hmm. So both and. You can also go to podcasts. You can start on Stitcher and use your RSS feed to iTunes or Podomatic. I personally use Podomatic. Feed to iTunes. Now you have 30 hours worth of podcasts. Let's break down these podcasts. Okay, most people are going to listen to you on their commute. While they're listening to you on their commute, you can take all 1 hour and split it up into 4 15-minute episodes. Okay, right? Now watch this here. Here's what we just did. Now I'm going to speak both video and audio, okay? Before I speak video and audio, let's break down what video and audio. Why? Why podcast? Because the whole world is moving to podcasts. Internet stations are dying. As a matter of fact, I just signed a multi-million-dollar contract to save one radio station. I mean, not internet stations. Radio stations are dying. I just signed a multi-million-dollar contract to save a radio station because I'm the one killing them. I want you to remember that. I'm already training you right now. Kill people and then sell them the solution. I'm already training you right now. I make everybody my customer. That is it. If you don't want to partner with me, that's fine. But please know that I am a great chess player and I will make you my customer as fast as possible. Back to podcasts. Everyone is moving to what we call on-demand radio. Let me give you 2 tips. The cell phone is the TV the podcast is the radio. That's just the way it is. You don't have to like this. I don't care if you like it. Nobody cares if you like it. It is what it is. TV is not what it used to be no more. What TV was what cable TV was in the 80s is what mobile phone is now. In 20 years, it won't be mobile. The smartphone will die soon. We'll be having holograms on here, or freaking hit a button in our earlobe and it'll pop up. Who knows? I don't know, and I don't care. Whatever the people do is where I'll be going to. You can split up 15 minutes, and you can have 4 episodes. Now, let's say you do that for a second. Let me pull out my calculator for a second. Let's say you do that. You take 30, and you multiply by 4. Now you have 120. The last time I checked, it's still 52 weeks in a year. Okay? I'm just going to divide that by 52. That's 2.3. That means you just, sir, in 30 freaking days, recorded 2.3 years of a podcast that you release once a week. Why does that matter? First off, it's probably the most intelligent thing I've said all month. It matters because you need to build a personal brand. Obviously, that's why you have Jared here. It also matters because when you put out something for 2.3 years in consistency, allow me to explain. You will build you a great following, but a guy like me, I understand every episode. What I said, 120? Let me multiply that by 52 again. 120? That's 120 sales funnels for me. That's 120 weekly sales funnels for someone like me. Because podcasts have show notes. You build your audience. The reason why businesses survive is because businesses have communities. Communities equal economies. The reason why businesses survive is because businesses have communities. Communities equal economies. It doesn't matter. When I told you, that's why I told you, no matter what you do, start off. I don't care if you get no views. I think your first video had 0 views. Right? And that's perfect. Because this was never about the recording. It was always about me conditioning you to build a product no one else has. You're one of the only people in the world with 30 hours consecutively on leadership. Guess what, buddy? You have a leadership podcast and whatever you call it, should you choose to do so. Take that same podcast to YouTube. You do that, great. Take that same YouTube and then here's what you do. I want you to start repurposing your content. If you're going to do 15-minute episodes, it doesn't matter. You can do an hour, 15 minutes. That's up to you. I don't care. That's up to you and your preference or Jared's preference. But what you're going to do is, let's say that 15 minutes, you're going to talk about something. Then you're going to write a blog about it. You're going to write a blog about what you're releasing. And that blog and what you're releasing is going to point to the podcast. And that podcast is going to point back to the blog, which is why, to answer your original question, you should probably have a website because of blogs. Make sense? All right. Now you're going to have in every episode, you're going to just do that. You're going to repurpose your material. You're going to take a blog into a podcast to Medium, Medium to LinkedIn, LinkedIn to YouTube, YouTube to iTunes, iTunes to Facebook, Facebook to Twitter. Then you're going to take all of that and do a 1-minute video, put it on all social media, Instagram, Snapchat, whatever. Do you see what we just did with you being consistent with 30 hours? Mm-hmm. That's why I actually gave you that that challenge. That's why I did that. So let me pause real quick. Jared, you seem to have a pretty smart mind. How did your brain turn after everything I just said there with your own creativeness?
It's content creation. And brand recognition. So what David has here essentially is 30 hours. David, you're going to have to figure out how you want to target this. It sounded like Antonio was on the right path with targeting that to the morning or afternoon commute. Chop them into 15-minute segments. Those segments will go towards promoting through the podcast, promote the blog, and the blog will promote the podcast. My question here is, where is the monetization of the product? Or are there additional products that we use through this brand recognition? Most
certainly. Now, first off, that's an awesome question. Most certainly, there is a monetization of the product. Let's answer that in 2 ways. Let's pretend the 30 hours you just did is a lead magnet. And then we're going to answer the question as if the 30 hours is actually a product. Two different things. Let's take lead magnet first. If we use your 30 hours of leadership, or if you use your 30 hours of leadership as a lead magnet, there is no monetization on the lead magnet, so it seems. Okay, I don't know if you can see my little air quotes. So it seems. I don't know how familiar you are with sales funnels, but I'm getting ready to give you a crash course in it right now. If you use it as a lead magnet, Jared's going to have to create you one hell of a lead page. Okay. It's just going to have a landing page. This is what it is. It doesn't have to be, now by hell of, I don't mean beautiful. I mean efficient. As a matter of fact, let me show you something real quick. I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. I am one of the only person on planet Earth that does what I am about to show you right now. And this is mainly for Jared, because I can already tell Jared's thinking, because that's just what I do. I want to show you something. Okay. I just started, well, you won't see all of these. You won't see all of this, but this isn't all my sales funnels. It'll be like the top 3. Let me share my screen real quick.
Antonio T. Smith Jr. has started screen share.
Oh, wow. I didn't know it talked to me like that.
Thanks for the announcement, Zoom.
Yeah, no idea. Okay. All right, so you can see my screen, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Can we see this conversion rate?
Whoa.
Okay.
How'd you get that? Come on.
Okay. And can we see the subscribe?
Okay.
I just started this last week. Is this fair? And look at this. This was one of the first things we ever did. This was one of the first things I ever did. I was like, okay, all these visitors, no conversions, 1 subscriber. Okay, that's a bunch of crap. And so I became a practitioner. Can you see this practitioning here? Who the hell has 100% conversion rate?
No one that I'm aware of.
Is that fair?
All
right.
Antonio T. Smith Jr. has stopped screen share.
Hey, this is pretty freaky that it's telling me that, but that's okay. But do you see 100% conversion rate?
Yeah.
That means in this case, I gave something away for free, or yes, I gave something away for free. These are qualified leads though. What's better than a lead? A qualified lead. 100% conversion rate. Qualified leads. These were business qualified leads. $450 maybe for a business qualified lead. Name, email, phone number that wants what I'm selling. 100% conversion rate. So this is now answering Jerry's question. Should you choose to use as lead magnet, you do something like that. Fair enough?
So strategy then, Antonio, if I'm following right, is to use this as an inbound marketing strategy that he's going to promote his content, and he's going to have this closed loop between his blog and the podcast to promote the free content.
Yes, and I'm going to add more to that. And
right?
This is just the lead magnet option.
Yeah, that's fine. It's a big sales funnel, and we're going to get all the way down to the end.
There we go. And this is just an option. We'll talk about making it a product. That means, Dave, you're going to have to create another product because you got to upsell it. No point of having, well, now you can 100% conversion rate, 160 people that you can talk to. I just started this last week. 160 people you can talk to. Hey, no problem. This funnel, I didn't even mention, the product that I'm offering in that funnel is $30,000. I'll let you pause real quick for that. Okay, $30,000. That's a $30,000 product that I have 100% conversion rate on. I'm pausing for dramatic effect. You get it? Okay. All right. Now, here's how you do that. So let's completely answer the question. Here's how you would do that in its totality. Lead magnet, landing page, they get their stuff. This is the way I do it. You don't have to, but I like people getting their stuff with me in 2 to 3 clicks. Whatever their social media is, I don't care where they found me at. one click. Before the second click, they're putting in their information. Once they click again, they signed up, they get their stuff. Third click for me in the way I do stuff is the upsell. Fair enough?
Yeah.
I'm not telling you to do it this way. I'm telling you how this one is working. Whatever you want to do is up to you. I'm just telling you. And I got that from Airbnb. Airbnb, if you notice, you get a room or a house in 3 clicks. I just broke it down to 2. That's what I did. I'm not telling you to do this. I'm just telling you that's why I have a 100% conversion rate. You know, whatever you want to do, it's up to you. Now, I guess this is for, this more here is for Jared. So I'll spit this information. Should you use this as a free lead magnet? I'm going to do step 1 through 5, okay? This is more for Jared. Step 1, and you probably already know this, but I'll just do it anyway. You want to introduce people. Actually, step number 1, you want to convince and engage people. So if you're going to do this internet only, you want to introduce and engage them as fast as possible. You're not trying to sell them. That means you're going to have one hell of a creative headline. What's going to make them click? In this case, you're not going to say leadership training. That's not going to make anyone click. You're going to have to come up with a far better title than leadership training. Tired of struggling, or want to raise 50%, would you like 100% conversion rate? That'll work. Want to increase your sales by 50%? Who knows? I don't care. That's up to you. Want to engage them there. Step number 2, you need to immediately establish a relationship, connect with your person, and create trust. This is sales funnels. I'm giving it to you as fast as possible. Step number 3, and I don't really have no creative names for this. This is just, I don't have, like, if you're looking for like wordsmithing, it's not happening on this one. On step 3, you just need to build value. That means when Jared designs your page, he needs to have, answer all questions. Now keep in mind, when you're answering questions, you want to answer questions to all 4 major personality types. I'm one of the people, you can't rush me to a close. No matter how high your energy is, it's just not going to happen. I like information. I want to see it because in my head, I'm trying to spin how this is going to work for me and what I have going on. I'm one of the hardest people to close. When I do close, I'll be one of your greatest people, kind of like Dave. And I'm assuming Jerry's the same way. Then you want to have people who close like this, people like the big picture. If someone is high in empathy, you want to have information how they can change the world. And if someone is rigid in structure, fireman, policeman, soldier, something like that likes titles, the people that always tell you, I'm Dr. such and such, or, all those people, then you want to have the wording all systematically laid out to where they are seeing step by step. The way I could say that, you want to de-risk their investment. Tell them why they're going to invest, and every step of the way, de-risk it so they feel comfortable spending money. And you can put all that in one landing page, no problem. Jared seems like a genius, not a problem to do that. Fair? And then, of course, you put all that in one, and then let me see. I'm going from memory here. Then you want to do, some people call it escapism. You want to take someone from wherever they are. Take someone from wherever they are. And then tell them, you signed up to get here. So, Jared, you're going to have a graph. You probably already do this, but you're going to have something that says, I know you're here, but with this system, you're going to go here, 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 and there. Make sense? Great. And then after that,
website, David, go over and check it out.
I'm pretty sure it's on. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
A lot of that in there.
Yeah. So if you like this website, I haven't even checked it out, but I'm pretty sure escapism, or some people will call it answer the why. It's the same thing. We use different, semantics.
Yeah. I call it the golden circle. Your why.
There it is. There it is. Right. Again, I'm not wordsmithing this. I'm just giving you value. And then, of course, after that, you close. Now, if they got to that many steps, your pitch, Depends on how you do it. If you're doing it internet only, your pitch is sign up. In my case, I have an 8-person sales team. So in my case, the pitch is get your free gift, and you immediately get an email scheduling an appointment to talk to me or somebody from my team. That's the pitch. I'm not trying to close you. I'm trying to schedule an appointment. If you do it all internet. If you're not going to do it all internet and you're going to do it, your pitch is simply schedule an appointment. Because if they got that far, they're qualified. You don't have to sell them because you already sold them. Now you're just going to convert them with a conversation or one of Jared's immediate awesome plans. That's the free route. That means you're going to need another product to upsell them. Mm-hmm. That's just plain and simple. That's not going to change. Now, if we use this as a product, 30 hours, then now you don't split it into 15-minute pieces, or you do split it into 15-minute pieces. If you make it like a course, then you're going to have it, 15 minutes so people can feel accomplished as they go through it instead of sitting a whole hour. Now people are going to pay for it. Now what you need is a lead magnet to make them pay for it. And it doesn't have to be fancy. Take your freaking cell phone, turn it sideways, and then say, no, we don't want to say, hi, my name is David. That's whack. Let's go with, okay, Facebook will give you a 10-second view. They change it from 3 seconds to 10 seconds. YouTube will give you 5 seconds. So you need to, in 5 seconds, get your damn point across.
Yeah.
In 5 seconds, okay? In 5 seconds. You're going to say, let's just go with raise your money 50%, okay? I'm just making this up. It doesn't matter, but I'm just something to talk about. Boom, you come on. You're going to have a banner over your head that I'm sure Jared can create that says something catchy, because you want to catch it with the headline. That was step one. You're going to say, want to increase your sales by 50%? Hi, my name is David Hall. You get it? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
exactly. No. Catching them immediately. You don't
just to highlight that, I did run a couple ads on a couple of my videos just to see, what it would do. And I noticed that like on one of them, I had like 1,000 10-second watches. So that like you touched on it, and that made me realize I need to, like you said, I can't be like, hey, how you doing?
No, not at all.
I gotta do something right off the bat to get to make them be like, oh, okay, I'm listening.
Exactly. Exactly. You're right. Exactly. That's the only thing you want to do. Yeah. You don't want to do anything else but that, because you need to catch their attention as fast as possible.
Yep.
Because I think the data, and since Jared is pretty good, he would know, I think we have a 7-second attention span now on the internet.
Yeah, it's changed for video to 3.
You get
3 for video. You have 7 seconds on your landing page, 3 for YouTube.
There it is. You need to give them points right across.
Yep.
Which is cool, because if they keep listening, that automatically makes them qualified. Mm-hmm. Aha, right? But the point here is not to get leads, to get qualified leads. So assuming we're having a product, we're making this 30 hours of product. You can just do a 30-second video, anything less than a minute, 30-second video, and you can just go after it with attention grabber real quick, and they say, hi, my name is David. Here's what I've done. I've worked for billionaires. All right. Don't tell them how.
That's got right.
Don't tell them what I'm doing, but I do it.
Okay, you're right.
True story. Works for the billionaire.
You're right. Don't tell them how. They don't need no details. I have spent the second half of my life working for billionaires, and I want to share with you leadership. That is facts.
That is facts.
That is facts.
That is absolute facts.
Do that right now.
David, I like to call that the juice.
That's it.
You grab whatever you have and you squeeze the shit out of it, and you get every ounce of juice out of that thing.
Boom!
Right? You work for a millionaire. That's no joke.
That's no joke. You work for a billionaire. You work for a billionaire. And you just put that out there.
See her every day.
Every day.
Every single day.
And she loves me.
There it is. I work for billionaires.
David,
I have learned this. I have learned leadership and the leadership it takes to be a billionaire, and I'm giving it to you.
Woo! You
Sign
giving me
up.
deals, bro.
Hey, and you know what, David? I would like you to tell me how you get along with the billionaire. I know who she is, and I would like to know how you do that. How do you get a person like that to keep you for years and like you and ask you to stay? How do you do that?
I'll have to tell you sometime.
Yeah.
You know what? I might buy some of your leadership training videos then. You got a secret in there somewhere.
It will obviously tell off recording, right?
That's pretty crazy because like I've never thought about spinning it that way, but it's like you said, it's facts, it's true, and it's, you know what I mean, and that'll fit nicely in a little sizzle reel.
Yeah, man. Yeah, exactly. It's the first 5 seconds. Want to increase your sales by 50%? Want to increase your income by 50%? My name is David Hall. I've worked for billionaires right? I've worked for a billionaire for the last 3 years, and I want to share what I now know with you.
That's hot. You better write, David. That's hot. Write it down.
That's it.
That's nice. I can do a lot of things with that on the website, man.
There it is.
Web marketing, and that alone will save
bro.
a lot of money on your marketing budget.
Yeah, it will.
Yeah. If you get some stuff that people naturally want to click and naturally want to share, you will save yourself thousands upon thousands. When you get there, thousands of dollars a day.
A day.
If you just create content that people want to engage with and it's meaningful.
There it is.
And that was hot, Antonio. Appreciate
it. So that's both options there. You got the free version, you got the if you give away for free or the paid. Either way is up to you. But regardless, both options will lead you to making another product. That's not going to change. Yeah. And the reason it's going to change because when you do it long enough, you want people to be stuck in your sales funnel. Mm-hmm. You want them to get in. You want to upsell them. Well, you want to give away great value. Don't sell nobody nothing if you're not giving value. Yeah. That's you're in the wrong business. There's too many people out here trying to take before giving. Don't do that, okay? Everybody's in full agreement there. But once they buy from you, then you're going to say, oh, you like this? You're probably going to like this too in another product. And they're going to say, oh, you bought that? You bought 2 in a row. Guess what? For a discount, you can get this one too. Oh, Amazon does it to you. You buy something from Amazon, and they're going to tell you people who bought this also bought.
Yep.
Amazon's not just trying to help you. They're putting you into a sales funnel and raising your ticket average.
Yep.
Exactly.
Sure.
In fact, Amazon Prime is one really big sales funnel. I'm going to lose money on shipping, so during Christmas time, I get it all back. Mm-hmm. It's freaking genius.
Genius. That made Jeff Bezos the richest man in the world.
There it is.
There you go. That's how genius that is. Bill Gates is no longer the richest man.
There it is. There it is. Great. So did that fully answer what you're going to do with that 30 hours?
Oh, yeah.
Sweet.
Can I ask a couple of questions on David's behalf?
Sure, man. Go ahead.
So you've been in the industry, obviously, for a while. My question is, with this first set of content that he has, when we're thinking short-term and long-term business growth, would your recommendation be to take these 30 hours of content and create that as his free giveaway right now and work on building that brand and a more robust and maybe more tuned in leadership product for later? Or would you take what he has now and have like micro leadership courses? So the short-term solution or the long-term business play?
I'm going to always take the long-term business plan for one main reason, but I'm going to answer completely why. For one, the internet's 20 years old. If whatever you think the internet is, that is not true. You haven't seen the internet yet. I'm playing a game to where people are going to Google solutions 10 years from now, and they're going to keep popping up me. That's why I am a massive content creator. I am more concerned about internet being 30 and 40 and 50 years old, and I'll still be young, and I'm dominating there. I'm just patient. I'm rational that way. But the reason I suggest, I'm not telling you what to do, but the reason I would suggest that is for two main psychological reasons. Reason number one, I can tell Jared is a monster at what he does. And therefore, no matter what you decide, he knows how to make it work. That's just me. I'm picking this up right now.
That's
I
fair
can
statement.
also tell you for sure, this crazy bastard David actually did what I said. Therefore, he can pump out product after product after product if somebody tells him what to do. And for that reason, those two psychological reasons, I'd give this away for free. Build a massive list and start going after it, and then start creating curriculums. And then if you do this right in about 8 months, 9 months, you would be a recognized leader in the field. If you do it and you pound it and you pound it and you pound it and you give it away. And the reason why I say recognized leader, because you'll be giving value. I've watched about 7 of your videos. Good job. Then the list is the only thing we actually own. You don't own your Facebook likes, freaking Instagram hearts. You don't own that. Zuck owns that. What you own is your list. I personally have 1.4 million emails in my list. Can you imagine what I do every time I have a new product? Let's just say I convert 10% of them. That's pretty good. That's failing my way to millions. If I convert 10% of them a month, that's failing my way to millions. That's just fair. You understand what I'm saying? So cool. So let that process for a second. One more thing I want to say there is you guys are going to kill it. And I can tell you're going to kill it. Your landing page is your new reality. He knows, and I'm saying this for your sake, David, everything above the fold, that means that no one's scrolling down to sign in. They're scrolling down to get extra information. And that's why I have 100% conversion rate. I follow the rules of marketing. Well, there are no freaking rules. But I understand people. That's why 2 clicks, you get what I'm. If I offer you something, you get it in 2 clicks, no more than 3. No more than 3. So start thinking. You should write this down. Start thinking a thank you video. Jerry's going to need that for when they do that second click and they actually get your product. You need to thank them. In your thank you video, and write this down, tell them below is a special offer. See it? I like that 2 birds with one stone. Don't just thank them. Tell them you're going to be wowed by the information I just gave you. I work with billionaires for the second half of my life. I am grateful for that. I have given you 30 hours worth of content. You now have enough to go forth and do whatever you want. Should you choose to go further, faster, below is a special offer that I'm giving to you today. And you finish it from there. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Ask you some more questions. I want to help you as much as I can before I got to get out of here.
All right, so I'll just go. So Jared, he's been encouraging me to meet with someone he knows to begin to create an actual like logo for myself, and he keeps talking about a brand style guide, and so what is your experience with that, and is that something that I should definitely be also getting going right now?
No, Jared is absolutely correct. You should be a personal brand. You have entered into the age where every freaking 7 billion people on planet Earth is a brand. As a matter of fact, your last name is Hall. When you marry someone, you're going to pass your Hall brand to your wife. That's exactly what that is. That's not her last name. That's your brand. And then when you die, your brand will continue to be carried on in the name of Hall. That's just fair. You should be a personal brand. And as long as Apple or Samsung is giving you 4 freaking K cameras on your mobile device, you have a full-time media crew with you, and you can do whatever the hell you want to do, and you can do it as fast as possible as a personal brand. So you should have a logo, but none of that matters if you're not adding value.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the answer to that question. Give me another one.
Yeah, so one thing I would ask you, so as I've heard you talking about, these 30 hours that I'll have done here in a few days, one thing I know for certain is that on some days I was just tired just getting through it. I highly doubt every single one of those videos is going to be something that is not to say that it's not good, but some of it is not as good as, I mean, there's some videos where I finish, I'm like, damn, that was really good. There's some that I finish, I'm like, okay, my hour's over. I can go to bed now, whatever. But as far as that goes, and again, that's 30 hours that, if we want to pick and choose out of that what's worth good, that's going to be some time. I mean, I don't necessarily know if I'd want to sit through that, but maybe I'll need to. Or maybe I'll have to pay someone to watch through 30 hours worth of David Hall and tell me what's good and what's not good and help me package that. And then I got to find people that can do video editing and all that stuff because I don't know any of that stuff.
Couple of things there.
Yeah.
F video editing, okay? I'm not telling you not to. I'm just telling you that you crossed over to perfectionism.
Okay.
That will cost you a lot of freaking money.
Okay.
Let me prove to you this. This is not my opinion. Windows 96, Windows 98, Windows Home Edition, Windows XP, Windows XP Professional. Are you getting the point? iPhone 1, iPhone 2, iPhone 3, iPhone 4, 4S, 5, 5S, 5C, E, 6, 6S, 6S Plus. The point is, Apple didn't release the iPhone 10 the first time.
Yeah.
I'm not telling you put out crappy product.
I get what you're saying.
I'm telling you move forward and avoid perfectionism.
Okay.
Let your audience go ahead, Jerry. He got something to say. Go ahead.
If I might add on that, you'll actually find this through my site. And one of the first things that I tell anybody that's going into any kind of product development is that if you get to the market and your product is perfect, you have taken too long and you are going to fail.
Boy, I'm going to have him repeat that again because this is recorded and somebody needs to hear that. Say it again, bro.
Everybody needs to hear that. If you're in any kind of product development, I don't care if you're making rubber dog turds out of Hong Kong or you've got the next best thing that Google wants to buy. If you put it into the market and you say that is a perfect product in the market, you have waited too long and you have likely missed your window of opportunity. When products go into the market, we have to have that as product developers. We got to put it out there. Because when you're sitting there and you're building it and you're doing this and you're doing that with it, you're building it for your own mind. And if you keep tweaking it and you keep working on it, you're going to put a product in the market you don't know if your customers even want. Or maybe you spent 6 months and $500,000 fixing a problem they didn't care about. You'll never discover those things until you put it out in the market. And just accept it. All right, if you're going to be an entrepreneur and you're going to build things, accept that not all people are going to love your stuff. And your hope and your expectation is that they will tell you about it so you can make better products.
Mm-hmm.
That's my take.
No, that is not a take. Those were facts, sir.
That's facts. That's the reality.
Yeah, that was not a take. Those were facts, and I'm glad that you said it. So F editing, okay? Now, as you grow, edit. But this product don't have to be edited. Facebook already edited it for you when they started it, and they ended it. You know what I'm saying? No. Just get rid of it. And now, let me preface that. If you feel bad about one video internally, if you're saying to yourself, man, I really didn't get my all in that video, take that crap down. And don't give something you don't want to watch yourself.
Yeah.
Now, you said pay somebody. No. If you can't watch it yourself, if you can't endure it yourself, then you need to do it. You need to do this again because that's not adding value. Yeah. That's Jared. You're in your head again, trying to please you. Someone will be added value to what you said. Everybody won't have a favorite 30, but they'll have one or two. There'll be people like me watching and listening. I'm looking for one idea that would make me $1 million. If it come on episode 27, you had a great product.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah,
period. Because you made me a freaking $1 million. It's a great product. I'm only looking right now. I'm looking at this right now. So I bought Grant Cardone's 10X conference. Every single thing there didn't apply to me because some speakers were speaking at a lower level of awareness for everybody. As a matter of fact, Jared will tell you. In fact, let me talk to Jared right now. The first 10 to 15 minutes of this call, stuff he already knew. Mm-hmm. Right? It was stuff he already knew. And I had to start there so we can go forward. I had to start there.
It's a marketing and sales tactic to use for familiarity, right? So we're humans, we're mammals, and we have a tribalist nature, and things that are different or things that we can't relate or understand to naturally give us fear or anxiety. We want to stay in our tribal zone, what's comfortable to us. So just to what Antonio's point is that when you say start a conversation with David, how you started out with things that were familiar to you, things that you could relate to, and then you can start building upon that, just like your videos. So you take a leadership video, right? That's going to be your product, and start on very simple concepts, things that they can relate to in their day-to-day life, and then just kind of build on it and build on it and build on it. And then you have this funnel that comes down, and they'll go, you know what? I need a $30,000 course. Look where I went from day one with the free content to day 47. I can go to work and I have these tangible things. Now you can take all those things and that you've made them familiar with and just keep building on it. And you really are giving it value. You're not selling wood, all right? You're not selling junk. You're showing people that I have value. You want this value. We're strangers today. We'll be familiar tomorrow. Don't worry. And just breadcrumb it. Just keep little snippets coming and coming and coming until they feel like they've never met you in person ever, but they know you. All right. It's that thing. What do they call it with that where you feel like you know celebrities? And celebrities in public are always complaining because people will just walk up and be like, "Oh, Neo, what's up?" You have no idea. It's actually Keanu Reeves, and he's a germaphobe. Okay, so it's that same concept.
Yeah, he's absolutely right, man. He's hit the nail on the head. This is actually a high quality call. So you got it. If you like them all, release them all. Whether you sell or give away, it doesn't matter. I play the long-term game because I'm building an audience for 30 years from now. I'm 36. And 30 years from now, I'll be 66, Warren Buffett style. Hmm. And people are going to say, wow, I have a problem. Let me just Google it probably won't be Google then. Well, actually, it probably will be Google. Because I really don't see them going nowhere. But because their algorithm is one of the oldest algorithms in the world that's been collecting data since 1999. It's going to be really hard to pass that algorithm. Because the way algorithms work is you have to put data in so it gets better. Nobody has put more data in than Google. And it's just going to be really hard to surpass that. It really is. It's going to be, unless you build the master algorithm, like Lord of the Rings, the one algorithm to conquer them all, you're not going to pass up Google anytime soon. It's just not going to happen. It's just not gonna happen.
Even then, it'll be difficult because in order for your algorithm, or even with AI, in order for AI to work off that, they need the data. And they're holding all the keys.
That's it. Data is everything. And that's the plan I have you on, building long-term data. The more lists you have, the more followers you have, the more people will walk up on you and say, hey, David, I know you. As a matter of fact, after this phone call, they're also going to know Jerry too. It's like,
hey, everybody.
Yeah, it's like Gary Vee. It's like Gary Vee. Everybody knows D-Rock.
I fully agree with Antonio here on going for the long-term play and bringing long-term stability and growth to your brand. It's really easy to get into a scenario, especially when you're beginning in business and you put money out and maybe, you know what, the money isn't coming in, and it's really easy to go in there and take your product and sell a subpar product, which may be good and it's great for the market, but you could turn around and give away that product or make it very easy to obtain to get that following and to build that list and to come back to them later and say, hey, you know what? I gave you a product I should have charged you for. I've got this for you today.
Yes, that's all facts, and I won't even try to add to that. But what else you got?
What else, David?
Jared, he keeps telling me that I need to drive out there to Arizona and start my business filings with him to actually start the actual business. So what do you say?
Correction to that, David. I think you don't need to drive out to Arizona, but you need to get your business filings as just an order of business. You need to get them under your belt as soon as possible, because now you're a business, you're an entity, you're a brand, you're a logo, and you get all of the protections afforded to businesses like that in the United States.
Absolutely. Let me answer this in two ways. if I sue you right now, I get everything you have.
Mm-hmm.
You sue, my asset protection game is strong. You sue me all you want to. I'm being sued right now. First off, let me. So I got 3 things to say now. You're not doing anything unless you're being sued. Let me just tell you, because the moment you start making money, people want to start coming after it. I'm being sued right now. They're going to lose. I'm being sued by a city, a freaking city right now that has been suing me for 3 years and they know they can't do anything about it. My asset protection game is strong. And I never put too much in one entity. So if you sue me, you're going to get maybe 1 or 2 things, if you get that. But you're not getting my entire empire. I'm not that stupid. Get you some professional to help you out with that. Secondly, I want to tell you, should you drive out to Arizona, I want you now have another product. Yes, it's a freaking vlog. I want you to go buy a selfie stick. And I want you to freaking hold that selfie stick, put your camera on it, and I want you to chronicle from putting the car keys into the ignition, every stop you make, every pit stop, every time you got to piss or go and get some beef jerky at the gas station, and you tell them you're going to call it building the brand or some crap like that. And you're going to chronicle it. And you're going to put it on YouTube and Facebook. You're going to give that crap away for free and build you another audience. Yes.
I like that. Yeah.
If you drive. Should you not drive, no problem. Just go ahead and do it without the audience. But if you can afford to drive, I would drive and chronicle that whole thing. Make it a vlog, start your daily vlog, and then keep it going after that.
Okay, so.
And the reason I'm saying that is because YouTube has its own audience. I have 2 small boys. They're 9 and 6, and all they do is watch YouTube. They don't watch anything else. Nothing else. Fortnite is the big game right now. My boys knew about Fortnite before it was cool. I'm dead serious. I bought them Fortnite, and I was like, what is this? It was in beta mode. It probably still is in beta. I'm not even sure. I have no idea. My boys bought it in the first stage of beta. And now it's cool and everybody's on it, but they've been playing it. My 9-year-old is on level or tier 99. You got to have like 100 tiers to get to the top. He's on tier 99 because he's been playing it that long. He only knew about it because of YouTube. That is it. YouTube has its own audience. Snapchat, own audience. Podcast, own audience. Facebook, own audience. Don't do what I did in the beginning and say, you know what, I put it on Facebook. I don't need to put everybody else. Everybody's seen it. No, BS. Everybody in your head saw it, not on their networks. So if you're going to drive out to Arizona, actually, I was in Arizona. I spent some time in Arizona in the Army. I was in Fort Huachuca, Arizona. You know where it's at?
Yeah, I used to quail hunt out there.
That's it. All right. Okay. I hated Arizona while I was there. Now,
what was the average temperature? 112?
Yes, 112. And then look, then it would monsoon. That's real. It would absolutely monsoon, and then it would snow. I couldn't get it together in Arizona. Now that I left, I missed it. I've totally missed Arizona. It's like cactus or cacti. It's like 50 feet in the air. In Texas, a cactus is in a flower pot that goes this high. In Arizona, they're like trees.
Only place in the world that saguaros grow.
That's crazy.
Only place in the world.
That's absolutely crazy.
Also, only place in the world where outside feels like an oven. Well, maybe not the only place in the world. There's lots of other places, but definitely one of the few in America.
Now it is dry heat out there, so it's actually absolutely hot. Texas is humid heat. It'll be 87 degrees in Texas and it feel like 130.
I can't do the humidity. No, sir. No, sir.
If you have wrinkles in your clothes, stay outside for 5 minutes. You won't have them no more. You're walking through a dry cleaners for sure. That's for sure. Anywho.
All right, what else you got for us?
What else you got, baby?
So one thing that Jared kind of started talking to me about that maybe you do have some information or some wisdom in this area, maybe not, but I haven't paid the IRS everything yet for this past year. I still owe them $10,000, which I've been holding on to. I have the money to pay them. Jared's saying, well, maybe talk to a CPA and see if you can't find some way to like start the business and then make an addendum to your taxes in some way, shape, or form to be able to invest that money into the business rather than having to hand it all over to the IRS. So would you have any idea in that realm, or is that something I need to talk to a CPA about?
You definitely need to talk to CPA, but I got some ideas that I can say legally without getting me in trouble.
Okay.
David, you invested money last year. You didn't put it on your tax addendum? How did that happen?
Yeah, let me say some money fundamentals that I can say that won't get me in trouble.
Okay.
I can say this for sure. Should you pay $10,000 to anything that does not get you 10,000 plus, you're killing your money. Money is soldiers, and you want them to go recruit more soldiers for your army. Should you, at one time, spend $10,000 to assassinate it, you killed that money. It's over. It's done. It's a wrap. You get it? You could. Here's what I would do. I can say that. I'm dodging the legal food. Here's what I would do.
You're going to have to cut a little snippet out of me there.
Yeah. Here's what I would do, because I owe the IRS a little something too. What I would do is I would just create an asset that pays for that crap. I would never take it out of my own pocket. I do that. I don't pay my own bills. I don't pay any of my bills. I have a community. And since I have a community, I have an economy. My economy pays my bills. I don't pay for nothing. Did that help you there?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Create an asset to take care of that. And your asset is products. Create your product that you intend to raise $10,000 for immediately. Take $10,000 and divide it by how many people you would like to buy this product. And then there's the price of your product. And you build a system to go after that, and those people will pay for your taxes.
David, it's a similar concept that I have with the Uber. Remember when I went and got a brand new Audi and I said that it pays for itself? Why not have the nice car? Uber pays for it. It's a big tax write-up for me.
Yeah.
I lost money on it every year, but I had brand new Audi, brand new everything else, and it helped offset my costs from my consulting business, or my 1099s. Because here's a very wonderful fact. You don't have to edit this out. In the greatest country in the world, United States of America, it is not against the law to invest good money into a bad business. It's not against the law. So if you want to take $10,000 of your personal money that you have made and you want to invest it in, say, a vehicle that maybe only makes $9,000 a year, and you have $1,000 tax liability, a difference in your liability there, those are tax deductions. Now you'll have to talk to the CPA specifically how much you can get about it with different things, but you can do that. It's not uncommon. In fact, you hear it all the time. We're hearing on CNN and Fox that GE pays $0 in taxes, and that's not necessarily true. They'll take hundreds of millions of dollars and maybe they'll invest it into a new production facility in Ohio. Or they realize this year they're going to have, there's going to be less money in their marketing budget in the Midwest. So they'll go, you know what, shift $20 million over there. The tax system is designed for businesses to reinvest in the economy. Remember that.
Yeah.
And always, when in doubt, consult with the CPA.
Oh, yeah, use professional. If you think hiring professionals is expensive, wait till you hire an amateur.
Yeah, right? Wait till they mess it up.
Yeah. And then you're really going to be expensive. But cool, sweet. You got time for about 2 more questions before I got to jump on this training call. Jared, before I say that, though, it's been a pleasure meeting you, Jared.
Hey, I was going to say this likewise, Antonio.
Outstanding.
Look forward to, maybe chit-chat again. Look forward to it.
Well, let's chit-chat and make some millions at the same time. I like that.
Yeah. Let David tell me what he wants to build, and then I will take his dream and put it on and make it a reality, and then we'll do it again for other people.
All right. Well, there it is.
That just gets me going. Really, as an entrepreneur and helping other people, it really gets me going to see other people take this journey, because it is not an easy journey, and it is scary, and there are unknowns, and you have to, and there's no book. You know, you can't go to school. You got to talk to people that have been there, done that, and you're going to fall on your butt a few times.
Yep.
So any opportunity that I get to help people and go through that journey, it gets me going. I like it. I love it.
Sweet.
Yeah, so Jared, I'll probably send you his website just so you can take a look, but he's phenomenal at creating websites. Like like I said, I've looked at other people in the industry's websites, and I've looked at his, and I'm just like, dang, like, how do you do that? So I told him, I mean, since he's my buddy, he told me he'll help me out for practically nothing. And I told him, you know, when later down the line, when I'm more known, you know, anytime someone asks me, hey, where'd you get that website? I'll just say, oh, my buddy over at JC Visions, he's the one who creates this stuff, you know? So.
Not true, David. I said you paid me what you thought it was worth, and nothing was just fine with me.
That's fair. Let's pause real quick. And let's promote JC Visions. Go ahead. Let's go.
Plug it.
That's it.
You plug it, Jared?
No. He can't plug it himself.
Oh, okay, I'll plug. Okay, all right. Well,
No.
Jared Buck over at JC Visions blew my mind the other day when he sent me the link to his most recent website that he built in like 4 days. And when I looked at that website, I was like, you built this? And he was like, yeah, in like 4 days on my spare time. I was like, and then I started looking at everybody else, very successful people in the industry, people who do this and make millions. I looked at their websites and I said, man, I can't believe that people like this have websites that are at this kind of what I see to be like a subpar level. When I look at someone's like his, that it's just, I mean, his website's pop. When I looked at it, I was like, this is amazing. I can't wait to be able to call something like this my own, because not only will it operate well, look great, but it'll be able to truly add value to people when the way that he can format it and deliver content. So I'm stoked to have Mr. Jared Buck over at JC Visions building my website and taking me on this journey, because I cannot think of anybody else who's going to build my online presence the way this guy is.
That's fair.
Thank you, David. I appreciate it. Don't forget, though, that those other people that have made millions, they got really good at their sales funnel and their content.
Yes, sir. That's absolutely true. What's the website for JC Visions, or any website?
You can go to jcvisions.com. For information, if you'd like to get a hold of me, you can get a hold of me at info@jcvisions.com.
There it is. I like that. All right, sweet. Okay, ask me 2 more questions, my man.
All right, so let's see. Let me go back. I've been taking so many notes. Let me go back here. So, okay, as far as video equipment, at this point, should I try to be looking into making things professionally, or should I just be doing, you know, iPhone and MacBook and, you know, because I know that you have your green screen in your studio, and I mean, I rarely see you using it, but you got it, you know what I mean? So, but what I like about you is that a lot of your stuff is just raw. You're not trying to impress people. You're wearing your shirt and you're on your laptop in your corner of your bedroom or whatever, you know what I mean? So what would you recommend? Do you think it'd be worth it to try to invest in some type of video stuff, or should I just be doing this the way I've been doing it?
Fair enough. Now, when I do that, all that stuff is all strategic for me. I like people seeing me in the raw element, and that's always social media. And then I'll jump up on social media and let people know you're not me. You can't compete with me. I do this all the time.
Gotcha.
I also got the green screen, all that stuff. Here's the cool thing. I built this company since 2009. I kept my head down. Didn't tell nobody. 2016, 2016 millionaire, 2017, 2018, people was like, whoa, who the heck is this guy? And I started getting all these major clients. I'm just now buying professional cameras.
Okay.
Just now. I'm not telling you to do this.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, move forward.
Yeah.
Move forward. Moving forward solves all problems. If you need a camera, the obstacles ahead will present that to you.
Okay.
Move forward. For now, turn your cell phone sideways. Okay? Not like this. Turn it sideways and go after it. Because if you have a newer cell phone built in 2017-18, that's a 4K camera.
Yeah.
Megapixels are so high on cameras now, people don't even know what megapixels are anymore.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
yeah.
I think I said this to you,
definitely.
Antonio, but like I was talking to Michelle yesterday, and she said she listened to one of my story videos, and one thing that she said that stuck out to me was, David, you have a lot of keynotes in your when you tell your story, different things that you can talk about. So I think I sent it to you, but the first thing I had to write on was a napkin, and they say a lot of big things are written down on napkins. Well, I wrote down just a list of things that I could easily talk for. I mean, I could just talk about them. That's one thing. Like, Grace told me yesterday, when she was like, I'm amazed that you can just sit there and go for an hour and not be stuttering and saying and buts and all this stuff. And I was like, thank you so much. Cause like the fact that she said that, it just lets me know I'm in the right place. But now that I wrote down this list, I'm like, dang, I have some topics to talk about. And I mean, I got stuff like finding your purpose, the power of forgiveness, getting unstuck, hitting rock bottom, choosing a new life. All these things right here are all things that I could turn into training videos.
Okay, I was just going to say, they're all keynotes that promote your training videos.
These are all keynotes that promote the training videos?
Very happy. I just made Jared very happy. Jared understood.
Hey, you see over here? Yep.
Yeah. Jared understands. All Jared heard was sales funnels, sales funnels, sales funnels. That's all he heard. Which rightfully so. Rightfully so. Every last one of those are keynote. So do you see the power of the challenge I gave you? You got all those keynotes now.
Yeah. Oh,
I want you to go to speakerhub.com. Speakerhub.com. Create you a profile. Now, I want you to spend some money. Spend like $247 for the VIP. You ready?
Yep.
And I want you to start applying for speaking engagements across the world.
Okay.
Because you now have nearly 45 keynotes. And you use those keynotes, this is going to make Jared happy, as lead magnets for your courses.
Okay. So each one of these maybe
conversation.
So each one of these maybe have them be like 3 to 5 minutes.
No.
No.
Whole thing. No. Your keynotes will be whatever that the engagement requires. You're going to be one of the few motivational speakers that don't have to repeat content all the doggone time.
Yeah. I hear that.
I don't repeat content.
Yeah.
I know my craft.
Yeah.
I can speak at technical conferences. I can speak at universities. Put me anywhere. I'm going to make money, create leads, and make more money.
I hear you.
You understand what I'm saying? You got 45 different keynotes there.
Yeah.
Go after it. One of my favorite keynote people is Gary Vee. Gary Vee understands. Now, he'll give you his regular spiel. This is why Gary Vee likes Q&As. Nobody will shine better than Gary Vee in a Q&A. It just won't happen. It's just me. This is my opinion. It's not facts. It's just my opinion. Gary Vee will give away hundreds of thousands of dollars per question in a Q&A. This way, he's never repeating a keynote. He's never. You go Google or YouTube Gary Vee keynotes, you're going to get a different keynote every time. You get the first 10 minutes, he'll tell you his little spiel. But that keynote, it'll be completely different. You, my man, you're now one of these speakers. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You and Jared are actually starting to sound like business partners.
Ooh, I hear
It's
that.
a multi-million-dollar organization. And I'm
I know how to build organizations, David. I've been doing it for I'm creeping up on 20 years. But it's all you. It really comes down to, David, it comes down to the heart and the drive of the guy or the man and the woman that's going to start it up and is going to go out there and get it. You got to go out there and get it every day. And you might not know what you're getting, but you're getting it.
Oh, I'm going. Yeah. So Antonio, just to, I know you got to get going here, just to get clarity. So you said with this list of things, right? You said these would be all my keynotes, but did you say to make videos on each of these? That would be how are you saying to do that? I don't think I caught that clear.
No problem. All those are keynotes, which are 45 minutes, 30 minutes, 25 minutes, hour and a half. Keynotes can do all sorts of things. Also inside, I'm getting mic'd up right now at this time. Also, keynotes can also be 8-hour workshops, 3-hour workshops. There's so many different things you can do with these. A keynote can be turned into a workshop, can be turned into a 3-day event, all sorts of stuff like that. But what I'm telling you is all those keynotes, you're going to do your work, do your research, perfect your craft. You're going to make all those training courses.
Okay. Yeah.
Because you're going to keynote, give away great value for 45 minutes, an hour, and then you're going to say, I'm glad I helped you all. And if you would like 16 hours more of what I just said that changed your life, go to the same name that I just keynoted course on my website that Jared built. Thank you for coming out. God bless you. And good night. Right? All that stuff. You get it?
Yes, sir.
Cool. That's what you're going to do, man. But this was fun, fellas. This was fun. Let me do two things. I can't help myself. Let me let both of you promote yourselves once again. I just can't help myself. I'm such a salesperson. I would love for both of you to tell yourself. So, David, actually, Jared, we'll start off with you, Jared. And David.
Antonio, it was a pleasure meeting you. My name's Jared Buck. I've been a startup entrepreneur for 15 years, and that's what I do. I help other entrepreneurs start it up and get it going. You can find information about me at jcvisions.com, or you can reach out by email, info@jcvisions.com.
Boom. David?
And again, Antonio, I want to thank you. I've been so blessed to have you come into my life and begin to mentor me and teach me and challenge me to do things that I wouldn't have necessarily thought to do on my own. But because of this challenge, because of having you, and because of the leadership I've been exposed to, I have begun to develop myself and have been working towards developing my delivery and my content. And I know that I am here on this earth to be someone that can make a difference in people's lives and help guide them to a different way of living their life and finding a different path for themselves and beginning to see their future in a different way. So you can find me on Facebook. I have my own Facebook, David Hall, or you can find my business page, Facebook/DLHinsights.com. You can check that out. There'll be more coming down the line, website, everything else like that. But for right now, that's what we're working with, but you can expect more in the future.
Guys, I appreciate you. This is what I'm going to do. I have a major conference coming up, or I'm developing one right now that's a pretty high dollar conference, business, sales, marketing, real estate. I'm going to have both of you guys come for free.
I'm there.
Yeah, it's a high dollar ticket too. It's
I'll be there.
The prices are expensive. Okay.
Send us a calendar invite. We'll be there.
There it is. There it is. Once I get more details, I'll send it to you guys. I appreciate you. I can't help myself. You can plan better. You can dominate. Appreciate you guys. Thank you very much.
Yeah, have a good one, Antonio.
Okay, buddies.